Hello, and welcome to 5 Minute Math. Today we are looking at the third grade concept of 2D and 3D shapes. This is standard 3.6a in the great state of Texas, and we are using item number 13 off the 2025 released STAAR test. This is a new item type called multiple select. If you haven't done so already, please go ahead and take a moment to pause the video, work this problem out on your own, unpause it, and we will look at our answers together. So we need to select two correct answers. You notice if I select the first two, I cannot select a third. It's impossible. And if I only select one and try to move on, it is going to give me a warning saying you have not solved the entire problem. So let's make sure we get both answers because this is a 2-point problem, one for each correct answer. So we need to find a statement that is true about the group of figures. Well, let's name these figures. Okay, so this one right here is going to be my rectangular. I'm just going to put RECT, prism. This right here is a triangular prism. It's not sitting on its base. It looks kind of like a tent. But this is a triangular, and then prism. And this cube is actually also a prism. It's a square prism, and it really is a form of a rectangular prism, but we just call it a cube. So we can call this a square prism, but most of us are going to look at this and say, you know what, that's more like a cube, and that's fine. All right, so can we say they are all prisms? Well, prisms, what are prisms? These are 3D objects, and they have congruent bases, and they are connected with rectangles, rectangular faces. And yes, we have triangular prisms, so we can say, really, any of these can be a base, but let's say these two right here are my bases. So what is connecting these two bases? 4 rectangles. My triangular prism, I've got 2 congruent bases. I've got these 2 triangles right here. What's connecting those 2 triangles? 3 rectangles. And then let's say that my base is here at the top of the bottom, doesn't really matter. What is connecting them? 4 rectangles, special rectangles called squares. So absolutely yes. That is one of our answers. We only need one more. All the figures are polygons. Now, what are polygons? Well, first off, that's not going to work. Polygons are 2D shapes, and they are closed and they are straight. That means they have no curves. So circles are not polygons. So they're faces. So we could say all figures' faces are polygons, and then that would be correct because the faces are squares, rectangles, or triangles, and all of their faces are polygons, but not the figures themselves. All the figures have at least one triangular face. Well, the triangular prism has a triangular face, but obviously this one does not, and this one does not. The cube and the rectangular prism do not. So we can't say all the figures have a triangular face. Only the triangular prism does. All the figures have 0 vertices. Well, what are vertices? Well, these are corners. You can think of it like that. That's where 3 or more faces meet. And yeah, we've got tons of vertices. I'm going to put those in magenta. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 here. And then another 8. Cubes and rectangular prisms have the same number of faces and vertices and all that. So 8. So incorrect. Let's check our last one. All the figures have at least one rectangular face. Yes, we can put that in green. Rectangular face, a rectangular face, 3 rectangular faces, and gotta be careful. Doesn't look like a rectangle, but remember, a square is a special type of rectangle. It's a rectangle with 4 equal sides. So even though we might get a little bit confused, it does work for all 3. So our answer is going to be our first option and our 5th option.